little human! Found you! Now try and hide! Ah, I'm hearing stuff.
I don't know where to begin. I have to report what I've seen. There has to be a record of this somewhere. Sykes and Costler dragged some unconscious guy from the dorms into the labs. I tried to ask what was going on, but they just glared at me. After they came back out of the containment area, they told me not to tell anyone what I saw, or I'd regret it. Sykes was even patting his 10mm when he said that. I think they were threatening to kill me. After they left, I snuck into the containment room and I almost threw up. I don't even know how to describe it. It looked sort of human, but it was deformed. I could see some of its organs on the surface of its body like they were trying to push through. Its skin was disgusting. Green and brown and bruised like it was bleeding on the inside. The smell, it was horrible. I staggered out of there and came here to get this all down. What the hell are they doing in this place? Oh my god. It's all making sense. The missing people and those things. Oh my fucking god. They're hiding now. I'm recording this on the reactor level. They found one of the older recordings. And now they want me in the labs. Luckily, I have a friend in the security team, and they told me to run. So, here I am. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Merrick and his team are obviously experimenting on people. Someone's got to put a stop to it. But how? There's nowhere to go and no one to tell. Shit, what am I gonna... Oh my god. They're coming. Tell my wife and Dorothy that thing on? Oh, yeah, it is. I see the little needle moving. I'm making these recordings as a diary of my life in one of Vault-Tec's newer vaults. They recommended we keep one, so I figured why not. But let me start at the beginning. My name is Shelton Delta, and I'm a security officer here in Vault 86. Mine's the laboratory level. It sure beats babysitting the reactor room. Hopefully, in a few more months, I'll be allowed to learn a little more. It's also hush-hush, but that's the way things are around here. Anyway, I'm due on shift soon, so I'll record more later.
Now try and hide! Try and hide from this! Now try and hide from this! blade and drink your blood! Wounded! speak to me. I'm in the room to your left. Oh, use the intercom next to the window. It can't be. Either you are quite real. I am going quite mad. Could you actually be a pure human? Me? You care who I am? Forgive me. I'm not used to pleasantries. I'm more used to grunts and being struck about by the others. My name's Fox. I've lived in this cage all my life. Yes, indeed it is ironic. Forgive my astonishment, but I hadn't expected to meet someone with such a learned outlook of these things. It is a pleasant change. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It was only a matter of time before someone like you showed up to the get. Indeed. Your powers of deduction are quite impressive. I do indeed know where it is, and how to get it. The device is surrounded by a lethal field of radiation. No, lethal to humans, that is. Without insulting your intelligence, I think you can see where this is going. At the end of the hallway, to your right is a maintenance room. Inside, you'll find the fire control console for the medical area. Trip the alarm on it, and I'll be able to get out. Oh, a word of warning, though. Tripping the console activates a failsafe and will open all the recovery rooms in the medical area. So, what do you think? Can you do it? Glad to see you are a sensible person. Now, get me out of this place. I can't stand it anymore. We can discuss this later. Right now, concentrate on getting this door open. I'll stay here until you've cleared a path to me. So just be careful. Some of these failed experiments are quite nasty. It is my hope that we will speak again soon. You have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my mind, and it feels far better than I'd imagined. Now, for my part of the bargain, follow me. Game's over! What did you need? I was born here in this place. I don't mean that in the literal sense, of course. All I can remember is the excruciating pain that tore through me as my body underwent the rapid physical changes. For most, this moment is what severs the grip on their minds. They become barely a shell of their former selves. I was different. When I spoke to them, they immediately branded me another failure and had me placed here as a curiosity. Yes, I've never been anywhere else. I used to mark the passage of time, but after a few years it didn't seem to matter anymore. The only thing that prevented me from going insane was the working access point to the vault mainframe in my makeshift cell. The terminal in my cell used to connect with Vault 87's mainframe. That gave me access to the history, literature, science, and fiction book files. I used this extensive database of works to better myself and my understanding of everything around me. It was only recently the others caught me using the terminal and destroyed it to torment me! I don't remember enough to tell you everything about my former self. My metamorphosis destroyed a good deal of my long-term memory. However, I can recall being in this place when it wasn't the macabre laboratory it has become. I remember walking around this place and seeing other humans in white lab coats and blue jumpsuits. I wish I could find out more, but the personnel information for the vault wasn't in the mainframe for some reason. I feel like my identity is so close to me. I can almost see myself as a human, but can't recollect the details. Oh, it's maddening. These hallways are familiar to me. I think I used to be a resident here in better times. I wish I could remember more, but I'm afraid it's all a blur. As for the Gek, it's always rested where it does now. The foolish super mutants don't even know what they have. It was taken from a historical entry in the computer. The name comes from a man who was willing to fight and die for what he believed in. I felt it was appropriate, given my circumstances. Very well. Some say it does nothing, that it's simply a pipe dream, or a legend. Others feel the device is actually beneficial. The latter group claims creates life where none exists. A new beginning for man. Some of the vaults came equipped with them, so after people emerged into the wasteland, they could restart the world. I'm not sure which to believe. This place! So familiar. What did you need? What else can I tell you about myself? Very well. Come, let's continue. Okay, you stay here. Beyond this door, the hallways, chambers are flooded with radiation. I'll get the case and bring it right back. Keep your eyes open, and then my lesser-minded brethren are bound to stumble across us. Here's the Gek. Our bargain is complete. As promised, yeah, here's the Gek. I hope it's worth it. I'm afraid this is where you and I part company. I'll find my way out of this place. Don't worry. Maybe we'll meet again somewhere in the wasteland.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain she's unharmed?
Yes, sir. She'll pass out shortly, but we can revive her.
Excellent. Prepare her for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now. Technically, your father killed himself. His loyalties lay with the wrong people, and he paid the price. You, on the other hand, have an opportunity to learn from his mistakes. I'll be honest. I'm running out of patience here, and I'm not looking to play games with you. You tell me that code, or it's going to cost you. Why do you insist on provoking me? Tell me the code now.
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Ah, alone at last. I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't carry.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag, if necessary. On whose authority? I have no records of that. You're supposed to be in a holding cell. What? No one sees the President except Colonel Autumn. Stand right there while I check this out. Mr. President, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Williams. I have an unauthorized individual here who's supposed to speak with you.
I'm surprised to hear from you, Lieutenant. I don't recall authorizing you to contact me directly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. It just seemed out of the ordinary. I apologize.
Apology noted, Lieutenant. Yes, I instructed our friend to come up to the control room. No questions, no interference. Am I understood?
I understand, sir. Again, I apologize for the interruption.
Allow our friend to pass and report to your superior for reassignment, Lieutenant, at once.
Yes, sir.
Attention to all Raven Rock personnel. This is your president speaking. I've invited our guest from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede her progress. Thank you.
Enemy located.
No!
Taking fire!
Retreating. Fall back to regroup.
Fall back to regroup.
Nothing here.
Tango spotted. Target locked. Attack.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive. The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight. I repeat, shot on sight. This is an order.
Commencing attack. Open fire. Affirmative. Engage. Going up and down. Charge! Affirmative. Engaging. I'm hit! Charge! Target may be in range. Retreating!
Fall back! Engage!
Retreating!
Target in range.
systems locked on. Non-combatants are advised to stand clear. Threat analysis. Highlights security operation. The President will see you now. Please proceed. Have a nice day. Console. Face to face at last. It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities. You're too kind. The pleasure is mine, I assure you. I've been anxious to make your acquaintance for some time. You and I have much to discuss, my young friend. Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured. Just what I needed to hear. What I'm going to ask of you may seem a bit disturbing. I assure you there's a very good reason for it. I'd like to explain what I want you to do. Will you indulge me for a moment? The good people of this country cannot regain control while mutation runs rampant through our land. My soldiers cannot stem the tide, nor can the cult you've come into contact with, this Brotherhood of Steel. Mutations like the super mutants and ghouls must be purged from our society, our world, before we can proceed anew. Where others have failed, I believe your father's work can succeed. I was hoping you'd see it my way. If the water purifier can be activated, it can be used to distribute toxins that will eliminate any mutated creatures upon ingestion. The longer it runs, the cleaner the world becomes. I need you to see that it starts running, and that the necessary modification is made. In front of you is a vial of modified FEV virus. Based on schematics of the purifier controls, it can be inserted directly into the console. Then enter the code necessary to start the purifier. The automated systems will take care of the rest. That's all you need to do. It's very simple. Excellent. I am pleased to know that I can count on you. There isn't much time. I suggest you travel there immediately. Once you've taken the vial, you're free to go. I'll do what I can to help speed your exit.
why would I do that, when I'm clearly the best hope for the people of the wasteland? Perhaps you're right. But does that really mean all this progress should be wasted? Destroyed? Yes, I suppose it is. Very well. You shall have your wish. Once you've left, I'll put an end to the Enclave. I cannot stop Colonel Autumn, however. That much will be up to you. I suppose, then, that this is goodbye. You'll have to see yourself out. I have preparations to make. You... Just... Where... And why would I do... Perhaps. Yes, I suppose it is. I cannot stop. I suppose.
last. I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue, to repay my debt to you. Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Whoa, this technology is amazing. Imagine the evil that can be eliminated with such tools. I saw your capture, and a little cleverness allowed me to follow your captors. I only wish I could have arrived sooner to aid your escape. As I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I return the favor. After all, I know no one else in this world. It seems I didn't know you as well as I had thought. My mistake. I read about a museum of history in the South. Perhaps I can learn more about the world there without facing such enmity. I will take my leave of you. Goodbye, my rescuer.
Yeah, you need something?
Here. You've done so much for us. I want you to have this. It's all I have to offer you. Certainly. It's the least I could do after all you've done.
He's coming with the clouds, and every eye shall be blind with his glory.
I'll be damned. You did it, didn't you? You disarmed that thing. Here's your reward. Hell, why don't you move in? Could use someone like you. Got an empty place here you can use. Here's the key indeed. It ain't much to look at, but talk with Moira. She's got random odds and ends you might be able to spruce the place up with. Later.
Men,
Good to see
women,
you.
and children of the earth come forth to gather and behold the power of Atom. Let those who dwell here in his favored land attend now to the words
how's it
of
going?
the prophet of Atom.
Not bad, not bad.
Come forth.
So, you're the genius who disarmed the bomb. Weeks of waiting and watching ruined. It's a pity you acted so hastily. In the future, best sleep with one eye open. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you have any idea how long we pained to put this plan into motion? Weeks of preparation. Destroyed. No words of mine can express my utter contempt for you. You have made a very poor error in judgment, my friend. One day it will come back to haunt you.
And drink the waters of the glow, for this ancient weapon of war is our salvation. It is the very symbol of Atom.
can I do for you, Dolly? Well, hot damn! Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all bad. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. I trade the stuff I scavenge, and she helps keep me on the straight and narrow. All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that, I ain't gonna talk about it. Megaton is the best little town you'll find in the Capital Wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you different. Strong walls, strong people, and strong booze. We've got everything you need to make a life these days. Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. Helps keep the town supplied. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course, she's getting a little old to have Billy looking over her shoulder all the time. People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. But old Walter's been keeping that thing running for decades. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down for good. Would it? Easy, man.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter? I can tell you're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up. You're a mighty lucky one, you know that? At this state, most people have trouble standing up, much less walking over here. Now, let me take a few notes, and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade Radcure concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems, as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn. Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies? Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell. Good to see that old house finally found an owner. I have all sorts of items and themes for that place that may interest you. Some people don't like living in a boring old house. Purchase a theme from me, and I use all of my design abilities to set your place up in the manner you request. You can choose from the Vault, Raider, Wasteland Explorer, Science, Love Machine, or pre-war themes. Oh, feeling a bit nostalgic, are we? Remember, once you buy a theme, you can't sell it back to me. Although you could always purchase a new one. Well then, let's make a deal. Don't hurt yourself. Try not to die.
There shall be no tears, no sorrow.
For Christ's sake, you don't look sick, and you sure as hell don't look dead. So why are you bothering me? Well now, let's take a look at you. Some second-degree burns, a couple of flesh wounds. It'll take some work, but I can fix you up for 75. Now, where did I put that scalpel? Ah, there it is. You all right up there? Need another painkiller? All right, that should do it. You need anything else? Let's get on with it then. Sure can. Quick and easy. Only 100 caps. And a quick shot. All done. Try not to hurt yourself.
Your suffering shall exist no longer. It shall be washed away in Atom's glow. Burned from you in the fire of his